Okay, dynamic class today. Lots of movement, lots of planks going down into chaturanga, on and off in between postures. Now, if you want to make it easy, if you get tired of doing chaturangas or if you just can't do them, doesn't matter. Instead of chaturanga, do eight pointed, which means from your plank, if you get tired of going straight down, you're welcome to do knees, chest, and chin. Now, we will not be doing too many up dogs. We will do the cobra every time and make it really easy. There's no need to force the cobra. Just increase the cobra gradually. Let's start with a few Surya Namaskars. Beginner variation, variation one, and variation two. Come on up. Front of the mat. Feet together, palms together. And release. Inhale, up and back. Breathing out, forward bend down. Left leg not too far, knee touch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cat pose up, dipped back. Exhale, hunch. Inhale, neutral. Out, down dog. Left foot all the way forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and back. Straighten and release. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Right leg not too far. Downward facing dog. Cat pose up. Cat pose down. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and back. Straighten and release. Namaskar one. Let's just get through this. Inhale, up, down with an exhale. Left leg all the way back. Breathing in as you do this. Plank. Eight pointed salute, knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling into cobra, chest up. Exhaling into down dog, hips back. Left foot all the way forward. Standing forward bend, stepping together, folding over. And breathing in, up and behind. Straighten, release. And immediately continuing into the next one. Inhale up. Uttanasana down, also known as hands to feet. Right leg all the way back. Simple low lunge. Exhale, plank. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana, chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right all the way forward. Forward bend. And breathing in, up and behind. Straighten and release. Namaskar 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left leg back straight. Look slightly forward into the plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, like the low part of a push up. Turn the feet, upward facing dog, knees and thighs off the ground. Push your hips back, down dog. Left foot all the way forward, right leg straight. Forward bend, folding over and breathing in, up and back. Straighten, release. Last one for the day. Inhale up, exhale down. Right leg back straight. Plank, low plank, upward dog. Inhale, lift up. Downward dog, hips back. Slow movements, no hurry. Right leg forward, breathing in. Both legs forward and folding over. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten and release. Okay, let's do this. Standing sideways on your mat, feet apart, starting with a wide squat. So about two, maybe 2.5 shoulder widths, arms up, heels turning in, toes turning out, and squat just for 5, maybe 7 seconds. That's it. Inhale up, point your feet forward, set your hands down. And now, right leg turns 90 degrees. Arms up, ready for triangle. Breathe in, tuck the hip in, go forward and down. And maybe you start with the ankle. If you're feeling okay, only then go all the way down to the ground. And that's enough. Right knee bent, both hands down to the mat. Step back into plank. Down into chaturanga or 8-pointed. Hold for a second. Flat down on the ground. Point your toes. Cobra, as less as you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or jump to the front, whatever works for you. Bend your knees even more and come up like you're releasing a squat. That's that. Now, exactly the same thing. To make it less confusing for you, I'll turn my back to you. Feet apart, arms up to shoulder height, heels turning in. Squat, wide squat. Utkat Konasana, or just another variation of Utkat. Different names. Inhale up, point your toes forward, then set your hands down. Now, left foot 90 degrees, arms up, ready for Trikona. Breathe in, tuck the hip in, go forward and down. Left knee bent, both hands down to the mat. Step back plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, hold. All the way down to the ground. Point your feet, inhale, cobra, not up dog, just a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, jump or step to the front. Bend your knees even more and come up like you're undoing a squat. Perfect. Very similar. Feet apart, arms up, heels turning in, toes turning out, and this variation of the squat, wide squat, heels in, toes out. Beautiful. Come on up, point your feet forward, and then set your hands down. Now, for this next one, feet a little wider, right foot 90 degrees, arms up, and we're going into the side angle posture. Breathe in, right knee bent, right hand down to the ground, left arm up. And if you're okay with this, left arm forward as well. Maybe you're looking to the side, maybe you're looking up at the ceiling. Both okay. Left up, both hands down to the ground. Step back into plank. Low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you can't do this, do 8-pointed. It's okay. Flat on the ground, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, hop or step. Bend your knees even more. Inhale, up. Turning the other way. Feet apart. Arms up, heels in, toes out. And go wide squat. You can readjust your feet as you're going down. That's okay. Inhale up. Point your toes forward so you don't lose balance. And then set your arms down. First things first. Feet a little wider. Arms up. Left foot turns 90 degrees. Breathe in. Side angle posture, Parshokonasana, left knee bent. And then left hand down to the ground. If you can, right arm forward. Everything is in one line. Your right hand all the way to the right foot is all one line, no curving. Right arm up, both hands down, stepping back into plank. Chaturanga or Ashtanga. Flat on the floor. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips back. Down dog. Bend your knees, hop to the front. Bend your knees even more. And come up. Wonderful stuff. Last one of these. Standing sideways on your mat, feet apart. Arms up. Heels turn in, toes turn out, and squat. Inhale up. Feet turn forward, hands down. Widen the feet a little bit. Arms up. Right foot turns 90 degrees. Now, bend the right knee like you're doing warrior two, but now we change things a little bit. Set your hands down, and you can either go both hands, fingers interlocked behind your back, or you can just go right arm behind the back, left arm for some support. We're going into head to big toe. Breathe in, look up, and breathe out. Lean forward inside your thigh and try and take your head to the ground. Once you do that, arms away from back. Arms close to back. Inhale, halfway up. Release those hands, hands down. Into your plank. Down, chaturanga. Flat on the floor. Point your feet, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Bend both your knees, step or jump. Once you're here, bend your knees even more. Inhale, up. Turning the other way, feet apart. Arms up. Heels turn in, toes turn out. Wide squat. Come on up. Feet point forward, hands down, and wider feet. Arms up. Left foot turns 90 degrees. Bend the left knee. You're in warrior two. From here, things change. Arms, fingers interlock behind your back, or maybe just one arm. Breathe in, look up, and breathe out, head to big toe posture. Inside your thigh, head to the ground. Shir Angushtasana. Arms close to back. Inhale, halfway up, not all the way. Release your hands, place them on the ground, and step back into plank. Down, chaturanga. All the way down. Point your feet, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And knees down. Sit for a moment. That's the first cycle done. Relax. Okay, let's come on up again. Forward bends now. Slightly different in the way we sequence things. Come on up to the front of your mat. Stand tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fold over. Touch your hands to the ground and left leg back. Absolutely straight. Simple high lunge. Back leg super straight. Beautiful. Breathe in. Exhale. Step together. So come forward. Bend your knees a little bit. Come on up. And immediately going into a standing Pawan Muktasana. Fingers interlocked. Right knee up. Left leg straight. And then increase the pull. Shoulders rolling back and shoulders away from your ears. Do not lift your shoulders up. Release. Breathe in. Fold over. Step back into a plank. Down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Or 8-pointed if you prefer. So maybe you're doing this. Flat on the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left leg all the way forward. Right leg straight. Slow. Doesn't have to be in one step. Maybe you take 2 or 3 steps. Come forward. Bend your knees. Come up into a standing position. Feet stuck together. And standing Pawan Muktasan, fingers interlocked, left knee up, grab, right leg straight, and now start the pull. Do not be in a hurry to pull. Get everything else correct and then increase the pull. Release. Wonderful work. Breathe in, fold over, step back into plank, and down Chaturanga Dandasana. Down to the ground. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Right leg all the way forward. We're now going into pyramid. Left leg halfway up the mat. Inhale, come on up. Now I'll leave this up to you. If you want to bend the right knee, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you can keep the right leg straight, go for it. Fingers interlock behind the back, straight arms. Breathe in, lengthen up, and breathe out, fold. Remember, if you want to bend the right knee, it's a good time to do so. Fold. After you fold, take your arms away from your back. Parshvottanasana. Bending the right knee, arms close to back. Release those hands, hands down on the ground. Step together, bending your knees quite a bit. Inhale up. Standing hand to big toe posture. Okay, if you need a belt, go for it. Left hand on hip. Right leg up, two fingers grab the big toe, and right leg forward. If you can't straighten it completely, that's okay. Do not turn the chest. And release. Beautifully done. Breathe in. Fold over, stepping back into plank. Down Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way down. Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg all the way forward. Right foot halfway up the mat. Inhale, come on up first. Now make sure you're really facing forward with your chest and your hips. Fingers interlock behind the back, straight arms. If you wish to bend the left knee, now is a good time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start the fold. After you fold, arms away from back. Left knee bent, arms close to back. Inhale all the way up. And step together. Right hand on hip. Left knee up. Two fingers grab the big toe. You're welcome to use a belt. Left leg straight out in front of you. And release. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale down. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way down. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg all the way forward, but outside the hand. So right foot outside the hand. Back knee touches the ground. Left elbow down on the ground. Right elbow down on the ground. Breathe in. And if you can, get your head down as well. In order to do that, you might have to shift your elbows a little forward. And for some of us, not for everyone, back leg straight, getting that knee off the floor. Okay, back knee down, one hand at a time. Get your palms on the floor. Right, lift off the back knee and step forward. Inhale up, feet together. Now I'll just turn sideways so you can see this. You can stay there you are. You're hoping to get your knee under your armpit, so it's like you're doing a standing lunge. Start with both knees slightly bent, left hand on hip or left arm out for better balance. So that or that. So starting with the left knee bent, there we go. Lift up the right knee, grab the foot from outside. Don't grab the toes. Point your foot to the front of the room. Your knee is still bent. Now, bending your elbow outward, try and pull your knee under your armpit over there. And once you've got all that, if possible, standing legs straight. Left knee bent, right foot release, and down with complete control. Breathe in. Fold over, hands down, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hold. Down on the ground, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot outside the hand. Right knee touch to start with. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. If you can, both elbows a little forward, head down as well. Now maybe right leg straight. Enough, right knee down. One hand at a time, get your palms on the floor. Lift up the right knee. Now, when that right foot comes forward, it goes outside the hand to make it less clumsy. There we go, outside the hand. Bend your knees, come on up, and then feet together. Starting with both knees a little bent. Right hand on hip or out to the side. Left knee up. Grab the foot from the outer edge. Point the foot, or rather face the foot to the front. Now here's where you bend your elbow outward and pull that knee in line with your trunk directly under your arm. And if you're comfortable there, right leg straight. Right knee bent, foot release, foot down. Breathe in, fold over, stepping back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Down on the ground, inhale, chest up in cobra. Exhale, hips back in down dog. And knees down. Here's your second rest period. Wonderful. Come on up. Third sequence to the front of your mats. Feet stuck together, starting with a twisting squat. Palms together, elbows out to the side. Breathe in, breathe out, squat, sending your hips further back than usual. Wait here for a sec. And then exhale, twist to the right. Release the twist, hands down on the ground. Left leg all the way back, straight. Revolving in the lunge, left hand flat on the floor, inside the foot somewhere. Turning to the right, right arm up. That's it. We will make this stronger later, but for now, you're just doing a revolving lunge. Both hands down, stepping back into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana or Ashtanga Namaskar. Just choose wisely. Flat on the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. Left foot all the way forward, right leg straight. Right hand a little closer to the left foot. Turning to the left, left arm up. Both hands down. Plank. Chaturanga. Hold. All the way down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Dog. Coming up, revolving triangle. Right leg all the way forward. Both legs all the way forward. Inhale, come on up. First, we do the twisting squat. Palms touch, elbows out. Breathe in and down. Now, this time we're turning to the left. Breathe in. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, release the twist. Hands down. Left leg back, but not too long. Remember, we're doing the revolving triangle. So let's say the back foot is halfway up the mat. Flatten the back foot. Inhale, look up, both legs straight. Use a block if you need it. Revolving triangle. Left hand down, right hand starting on the lower back. This is just to make it easier for you to turn. And then if you've turned enough, right arm up. Beautiful. Right knee bent, both hands down. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flat to the ground, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Dog. Left leg all the way forward. Right foot halfway up the mat. Breathing in, look up, both legs straight. Breathe out, right hand on the ground, left hand on lower back. Whenever you're ready, left arm up. And bending the front knee, both hands down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Down, chaturanga. Flat on the floor first. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step forward. Come on up. Now, for this last one, we'll do the twisting squat for both sides, for the right and the left. So don't be confused. Okay? Third and last cycle over here. Feet together, palms together, elbows out. Breathe in, down, and down. Wait. Breathe in again. Twisting to the right. Turn as much as you can. Release, hands down. Left leg all the way back. Back knee touching the ground. And now we're hoping to go into a revolving side angle. So if possible, flatten the back foot later. Not now, of course, later, if possible. Body up, left arm up. Parivritta Parshvakona, cross over. Maybe you've got Namaste going on. Maybe you've got left hand down on the ground. Now, left leg straight. Right arm up. For some of us, right arm forward. And if at all possible, back foot flat. Enough. Right arm up. Release the twist. Hands on the ground. Plank. Down. Chaturanga. Down on the floor. Inhale. Cobra. Chest up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Step to the front. Bend your knees. Come on up. Twisting squat again. To the left side. Palms touch. Elbows out. Breathe in. Knees bent and bent, pushing the bum back. One more inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Okay, release the twist, hands down. Right leg all the way back. Knee touch. Body up. Right arm up. Exhale, cross. Take your time with the cross. Really take your time. Now you can do namaste or right hand down. Right leg straight. Left arm up. For some of us, left arm forward. And if you can manage, back foot flat, heel turning inward. Left up, undo the twist, both hands on the mat. Step back into your plank. Down into chaturanga. Down on the ground completely. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees down and sit. Now, good news for you, we won't do back bends in the standing postures, we'll do them on the ground. Now, you should have been very warm in the back because we did so many cobras over here. Okay. If you like, this time, whenever you do a transition, instead of a cobra, do an upward dog. In fact, I would recommend it. But of course, if you're too tired to do that, don't worry about it. So let's start with a few back bends on the ground. Down, please. First, starting on your elbows, easy cobra. Then from here, for 5, 7 seconds, supported cobra. Release, go down, all the way down. Hands near your lower ribs. Inhale, chest up, legs up, locust variation. Straight legs, doesn't matter if they're low, but absolutely straight legs. And down. Hands near your chest. So they were near your lower ribs. Now they're near your chest. Tuck your toes under. Lift off into Chaturanga Dandasana. Hold for a couple of seconds. Now turn the feet upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. And that's it. Shoulders forward. Lie down on the ground again. Starting in easy cobra. Arms straight, supported cobra. Down. Locust again, but this time arms out to the side. So lying flat down on the ground, arms out to the side. Inhale, head, chest, arms, legs up. Beautiful, down. Hands near chest. Toes tucked under. Chaturanga Dandasana for a few seconds. Turn the feet upward facing dog. Hips back, downward facing dog. Shoulders forward. Lie down again. And here's the last one. Forearms on the ground. Saral Bhujangasana. Straight arms. Salamba. Supported Bhujangasana. And release down. Going into the bow posture. Bend your knees, hold on to the feet. Inhale, lift up. Go. And down, beautifully done. But we also have to do Chaturanga Dandasana, hands near your chest, toes tucked under. Lift. Turn the feet up, dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. And knees down. Rest, release. Now, for the final, let's say the neutralizing sequence. It is the finishing sequence, more or less, but I won't really call it that because it can be a bit of work as well. What we're doing is reclining twists. Now, we'll only do 2 cycles, 2 sets over here in this cycle. So, really not much, but try and do it really properly. Okay, stay in control, lying down on your back. Now, because you're lying down, this could be confusing, so pay careful attention to the instructions. First, a Pavan Muktasan, both legs up. So both knees up, go for a grab and touch your head to your knees. Now, set the feet down, fingers interlocked under your head, elbows out to the side, breathe in and drop your knees to the right. Come on back up. Release your hands from behind your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Pavan Muktasan again. Both knees up. Go for the grab, head to knees. And release. Feet together, knees together, fingers interlocked under your head, feet on the ground, of course. Breathe in and drop your knees to the left this time. Come back up to the center. Now, arms out to the side, straight in line with your shoulders. Absolutely in line with your shoulders. Legs up, knees bent. So about, let's say, 90, 100 degrees bent in the knees. You're not completely straight. That's coming later. Bend your knees a fair bit. Breathe in. Exhale down to the right and hold it in midair. So you're not going all the way down to the ground. Both knees are still bent, feet are still together. Jathar Parivartanasana. But we're doing it the easy way with the knees bent. We will straighten them later. Inhale back up. Both knees still bent, exactly the same thing to the left. Not trying to rest on the ground. At least not trying to rest your legs on the ground. Beautiful. Inhale back up, feet down. Same rules apply again, starting with the Pavan Muktasan. Breathe in, breathe out, rounded back, head to knees, Pavan Muktasan. Feet down, fingers interlocked under the head. Breathe in, both knees to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, Pavan Muktasan again, head to knees. Full grab, rounded feeling, hips rolling off, shoulders rolling off. Feet down, fingers interlocked under the head. Exhale, drop knees to the left. Inhale back up. And let's finish this. Arms out to the side. Both legs up, absolutely straight if you can manage. Inhale and exhale to the right. Not resting your feet on the ground. You're holding it at least 10, maybe 12 inches off the ground. Shoulders flat. Inhale, return, feet down. And let's go the other way. Arms out to the side. Legs up. Exhale, legs to the left this time. Straight legs if you can manage. Breathe in, back up, feet down, and relax. That's it. Active part of class done. Slow, roll to the side, and then help yourself up. And rather than going into the shoulder stand and inverted postures, we'll finish in a slightly different way to completely relax the body. First, on your hands and knees. Now, it might seem like we're doing the cat pose, but we're not. We're corrupting it a little bit. Knees further back slightly, so they're not perfectly under the hips. Allow the back to dip. Don't force it. Allow it to curve. When you do that, your shoulder blades retract towards each other and you can finally drop your head down as well. So the only active thing over here is your arms. They're absolutely straight. Everything else is very passive. Slow, come on up into neutral. Then get your knees together. Sit back with your hips on your heels. Breathe in. Hands on the ground. Hands a little further forward, just a bit. We're not going all the way. And just make sure you have an absolutely straight back. Over here, drop your head down. Just drop it. Don't force it. Just drop it down. Look up. Take your knees apart. Hands a little closer to you. Just a bit. One tiny step. Breathe in. And now this time, hunching the back. So drop your head down, hunch your shoulders, and push your hips back. So it's a posterior hip tilt. Return to neutral. And rather than lying down to finish, today you'll finish in a seated position. So make yourself absolutely comfortable. Maybe you're on your knees, maybe you're simple cross legs, sitting on a block, even sitting on a chair. Just remember, absolutely comfortable. Because the idea is not to move at all for about a minute or so. No movement. Make sure your position is comfortable. So, first, find your position. Of course, when you're doing that, you might shake around a bit. But once you've got there, no movement. Just 1 minute. You can blink your eyes. There'll be the movement of the breath. And you might swallow saliva once in a while. And those three movements are okay. Otherwise, nothing. Okay, eyes open in case they were shut. Palms touch and exhale.